Hi, Alex. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Karina. Thanks for taking the time.
Yes, it's a pleasure. What time is it? Where are you? Where are you at this globe at this moment
I
in time?
I am in Los Angeles, California, and it is 9:14 p.m. So,
Oh,
yeah,
so as you can see, it's daytime where I am
yeah,
at.
it looks
We're
beautiful. It
at
looks absolutely,
12:50.
it's stunning outside where you're at. I got to get over there ASAP.
Yes, you got to get over here
Oh
ASAP.
my
It
God.
looks like I'm. You'd be surprised that I'm actually in the middle of the city, and yet behind me is a little bit of green because I'm in the studio, in the office studio right now. So
Wow.
this has been interesting.
It literally looks like a painting. It actually doesn't even look real. So I'll have to see that with my own two eyes at some point.
You know what? If you're here in Jakarta, we will welcome you to our studio.
Thank you.
That's a
Thank you.
deal. By the way, congratulations. Oh No, Not Again came out mid-February. I just wanted to tell you it's an instant hit in Indonesia because we're having the peak of our monsoon rainy season. And as you know, your songs are perfect for it. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you have, when you were writing this EP, was there something special you had in mind that you wanted to convey? Because I feel like the theme of the entire EP is very consistent. Somehow the vibe is very consistent. What kind of concept did you have in mind though for us to listen to? Oh No, Not Again.
Definitely. Well, first of all, thank you. I mean, like for me from the top, like when I first started writing what eventually became this EP, I wasn't like, I need to write an EP. I was like, I need to just write about how I'm feeling and I need to do that, to the best of my abilities. And then throughout the writing process and over the past year, it became increasingly clear that like, hey, these songs really deserve to be together. And like, that's how they're, going to be best presented. And so yeah, I've just found like the more I like write about feelings, like specific feelings, the more I end up liking the song, and the more detailed I can get and vulnerable, the more like I'll feel really connected to the music in a really powerful way.
You know what? It's funny you mentioned details and specific feelings. Now, I actually just have a little game for you. It's called Color Association with songs on your EP. So I have 4 colors here, right? And each color you have to associate with what you think would represent perfectly a song that would go to that color from your EP. I'm really curious about this, and I would love to know also your explanation why. So my very first color is purple.
Purple. Ooh. First of all, I just want to say that I love this game. This is a fabulous game. This is awesome. Purple, I think, is Come Here and Leave Me Alone.
Oh, okay. Why do you think so?
Because purple is a mix of red and blue, and I think red is like alone, and blue is kind of like come here. So it felt like it worked.
I think so. I sure think so. Okay, second color, yellow.
Yellow. I think Good to See You Again. Yellow.
And I thought so. It's always good to see somebody's sun.
There we go. Yeah.
So since you mentioned purple, you looked at it as separately red and blue. Now I want to specifically know: do you have a red in your EP?
Do I have a red in my EP? I think She Loves Me is red.
A lot of passion.
It works. Yeah, I feel like that one's the obvious one.
And last but not least, blue.
Blue. I think blue's got to be Cry Over Boys.
Ah.
Yeah. I think that's a no-brainer. It's got to be. That song's very blue.
But you know what? I was just, I'm not. We're syncing here because my next question was going to be about "Cry Over Boys" because that's one of the songs that we're playing on our radio right now.
Oh,
that's the lyrics. Yeah, and the lyrics that caught me was "Crying over boys, girls I've never met before." What was the trigger to you writing this song? I am really interested because then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, we girls do that a lot. So what's your story behind writing a song like this?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like the start of the idea was like me kind of projecting the story on to a friend of mine who was going through this and was, you know, and then the more I wrote it, the more I like realized like, hey, I'm definitely guilty of this in my own way as well. You know, like I definitely kind of romanticize things unhealthily and look for love in places that maybe, you know, I'm not supposed to find it. And I think it's just a very human thing to like want something so bad that you're willing to sacrifice things that are, you know, potentially more important.
If you know, you said that you had friends, and perhaps you're also we do this also, but if you see somebody who do that, over romanticizing, over projecting, perhaps, right? What kind of tip would you give that one person, perhaps, to, I don't want to say reality check because that would sound kind of rude, but to kind of pull them back on the ground again? Perhaps you yourself have a little bit of an experience of how you dealt with it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a hard thing to do. I think like you need to just, you need to be realistic about like the way they make you feel, not the way you want them to make you feel. I think there's a big difference in those two things. Mm-hmm. And yeah, at least for me, sometimes it's helpful to just like actually write. I mean, I do this all the time. Obviously, it's just like write it down. Like I just like write down how I feel. And then once it's like a little bit, you know, separated from me, it's much easier for me to like, you know, really think about how I feel, not how I want to feel in that moment.
Yeah, I get that. And you talk about how you feel in your feelings a lot. This is an interesting question I've been asking a lot of people out of curiosity as well. When you listen to music, do you instantly go lyrical first, or how the music actually makes you feel?
Yeah, it's funny because I spend the most time on lyrics in my own music, but when I listen to other music, a lot of times I'll need to listen to the song like 2 or 3 times before I actually catch all the lyrics. Like the first listen for me is always just like everything all together mashed, you know? And I'll go back and I'll re-listen, and I'll really like just listen in for the lyrics.
So you always go hard for the lyrics first, right? For your own songs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
I mean, I can tell you put a lot of thought to it. If you have a concept like, these people around me are crying over people that they've never met before, and they're talking about them like they know them, but they've never met them before. But that's I really feel like that's the one song that I don't think is talked about a lot. It did, you know, not a lot of people talk about that a lot, romanticizing and all these fangirling and fanboying, right? These days it's quite extreme, but hey, whatever keeps us entertained during this pandemic, right?
That is the absolute truth.
So once you can get out there again, what's the first thing that you're going to do?
I'm coming straight to Indonesia. I'm playing a show. We're all getting food after the show. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, no, for real though. I mean, like I miss being on the road so much. I miss touring so much. I mean, like there's literally nothing in the world like being on stage and getting to connect with people on that level, and then getting to, you know, meet them after the show and be immersed in whatever culture you're in and wherever you're at. And so that's something that I just actively miss every day that I can't wait to get back to.
Well, we can't wait to have you. Sure. But last but not least, I just wanted to ask, after Oh No, Not Again, what's up in the horizon for you? And perhaps I don't know whether there are any collaborations, but maybe if you were to have any collaborations, who would you love to call first thing?
Funny you ask, because I'm putting out a song with my friend Quinn92 tomorrow, and it's on his album. Very excited about it. I think people are gonna hopefully like it. It's a song that I really love and I'm super proud of. So yeah, but also I'm already back in the studio, as you can see, just working on new stuff and feeling new feelings and writing about them and just getting it all down. And so I can never take too long of a break. So there will be some new stuff soon for sure.
Yes, would love to look forward to it.
For sure.
Anything you would love to tell to your Indonesian fans?
Yeah, I mean, I just am blown away by how like kind and supportive you guys have been. Like I literally can't believe how many there are, and just that you guys exist, and I cannot wait to show you like my utmost gratitude in person when I can. But until then, just know that like your support goes noticed every single day, and I'm so grateful.
Well, thank you. That's all from me. And I love the association color that you did
fun.
with
so
this song,
fun.
because you talk about feelings a lot, and feelings are associated with different colors. So thank you so much for doing that one with me.
Of course. Thank you, Karina, for the well thought out questions.
Well, I hope you have a great evening. I'm gonna let you get to it. Thank you so much for your time, and hopefully see you soon on Mustang 8.0.
No doubt.